Moin, auch herzlich willkommen auch auf YouTube. Es geht direkt los mit dem Kampf. Und ja, die Todesblüte, die war einmal. Wir wurden irgendwo anders rausgeschmissen. Aber es macht ja nichts. Damit kommen wir zurecht. Aber womit wir nicht zurechtkommen, ist, dass wir zu Fuß unterwegs sein müssen. Denn wir haben... Oh, das ist ein Großhorn. Wir haben unseren Chocobo. Geil. Wir haben einen Chocobo. Wir haben einen Chocobo. Aber ich möchte jetzt auch den Großhorn besiegen da. Die sind da. Was? Man kann mit ihm angreifen? Geil. Wir haben einen Kampf-Chocobo. Oh, jetzt nicht mehr. Ja, genau, super ausweichen. Sagte er und wurde prompt getroffen. Hahaha, da wurde er schon gebrochen. Zack. Bam, 20.275 Schaden. Nimm das. Wir haben schwarzes Blut erhalten. Noch mehr? Nee. So, wir waren ja aber unterwegs, um was zu machen? Nach Skorpionen zu versuchen. So, die Kamera. Und zwar diese hier. Entschuldigung. Da wollten wir hin. Das machen wir aber nicht zu Fuß, sondern auf unserem wundervollen, genialen Chocobo. Hier liegt noch was. Dieser Gilkäfer gehört uns. Ja, sieht irgendwie ziemlich düster aus hier, oder? Also alles bewölkt und diesig. Das haben wir aber anders in Erinnerung. Als wir hier ankamen. Todesblüten, ja, komm. Wir haben Wichtigeres zu tun. Wir müssen ja noch einen Greifen finden. Uiuiui. So, wo sind wir denn jetzt? Da. Oh, wir steigen automatisch ab.
Scorpions. You know what I'm up against.
Ja, come on. Ist hier noch einer? Ja, tatsächlich. Erledigt. Skorpione erlegt. Was haben wir bekommen? Keinen speziellen Loot, doch wunderliches Pfeilchen. Die Schwänze bestimmter Skorpionarten werden als Delikatesse geschätzt. Spuren von Gift, die im Fleisch verbleiben, verleihen ihm eine gewisse Würze. Ja, der geheime Sumpfskorpion hingegen hat nicht nur keinen Stachel, sondern ernährt sich auch von Schlamm, Würmern und Moos, was seinem Fleisch einen unangenehmen Beigeschmack verleiht. Und das wollen wir essen?
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse at least.
Genau. Dann gilt es nach hier oben ran an die Arbeit. Ja. Was haben wir hier? Wir machen alles, ne? Also, hab keine Angst. Aber hier war doch was. Jetzt rechts von uns. Gut möglich, dass wir auch schon gewesen sind. Nein. Oh, ich mache mich mal weg. Ein Platinschwert, Gaia-Schwert, Bastardschwert. Ja, come on. Eine Dämonenschärpe. Also Dämonenarmschienen. Ja, die nehmen wir doch mit. Steinhautfesseln. Ja, müssen wir nicht unbedingt haben.
Much obliged. Thanks very much.
Oh Gott. Elixier lassen wir mal lieber. Steinhaut-Tunikum. Ja, das können wir mitnehmen.
Much obliged.
Verkauft wird nichts. Oh, wir haben mal ein schickes Schwert gemacht.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Nicht, dass ich das vergessen hätte, aber... Oh, hier darf man nicht mit einem Schoko bereiten. Das ist aber doof. Das heißt, wir müssen bis vors Tor laufen. Oh Gott. Bis vor das Tor. Könnt ihr auch so pfeifen? Ich kann das nicht. Ich habe dafür kein Talent.
Ready, go?
Ich kann nur talentloses mit dem Mund normal pfeifen. Und auch das mehr schlecht als recht. Na, ey. Schön in den Busch reingesprintet. Ja, die Witwen können auch gerne weiter finster bleiben. Auch Killerbienen. Ich will doch... Alles will hier einen auch umbringen, ne? Ich glaube, diesen Kampf können wir nicht entfliehen. Lebensflamme. Okay, das ist nicht so viel gebracht. Stirb. Dankeschön, Dankeschön, Dankeschön. Danke für deine Drachenkralle. Die wird uns sicher sehr gute Dienste erweisen.
I needed that. Come on.
Oh, die Musik.
Faster.
Diese Musik immer. Das ist die ganz spezielle Chocobo-Reitermusik. Ah ja. Ansonsten, wie ist das Wetter bei euch? Bei uns ist es wechselhaft bei mir. Bewölkt, Sonne, Regen, alles mit dabei.
Hi. I've ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this? You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you. Oh, do you now? building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Wir passen nicht nur auf uns auf, sondern auch auf das Dorf. Und die letzte Ruhestätte deiner Eltern. Und verjagen diese Monster. Ach nee, wir müssen sie erledigen. Sogar. Auftragsziel ist in der Nähe. Oha. Das sollte nicht lange dauern. Kommt davon, wie viele da sind. Und wie viele immer wieder nachkommen. Noch mehr Skorpione. Ah ne, Krebse sind das ja. Haha. Neue Gegner. Rankpier. Ach komm, die machen wir doch auch fertig. Die können auch nix. Noch mehr. Oh. Aber erstmal sammle ich ein, was hier versteckt liegt. Beim Karren. Oh! Das habe ich nicht kommen sehen. Oh, das ist Level 28. Oh, oh. Nein, Missklick, Missklick. So. Nein, ein Karren hält uns auf. Wie schlecht ist das denn? Hat man sowas schon mal erlebt? Aufgehalten von einem Handkarren? Man hat echt fast alle Heiltränke verbraucht in dem Kampf, ne? Das ist aber nicht so gut. So, Drachenkralle haben wir ja schon. Reichszähne. Ja, ja, sehr schön. Fantastisch. Perfekt.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Ja, cool. Jetzt haben wir unseren Meisterschreiner. Ich will aber noch einmal neue Tränke nachkaufen. Weil die sind irgendwie uns aus der Tasche gefallen. Ich weiß auch nicht. Haben uns wohl einmal zu schnell zur Seite bewegt. Kann doch mal passieren, oder?
Anything catch your eye?
Dafür bewege ich mich jetzt aber nicht aus dem Weg.
There you go. Thanks very much. Take care out there, eh?
So, Weltkarte öffnen. Wir wollen. Na. Wir gehen erstmal zu Ivan, würde ich sagen, oder? Dass wir das erledigt haben. Damit er leckeres Essen machen kann.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
Jawohl, wir haben sie gefunden.
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be.
Wir sollen das probieren?
I present Chance's stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Und?
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavors, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Ja, haben wir doch gerne gemacht, oder? Oh, Level up? Nein, schade. Abzeichen des Schutzes. Erhöht den Verteidigungswert um 30. Cool. Ja, wenn einem die Geschmacksnerven egal sind, dann kann man ruhig davon einen Löffel nehmen. Ich halte da niemanden auf. So, wo sind wir denn jetzt hier? Ach, was? Ja, mehr Verteidigung. Ich glaube, wir brauchen sehr viel Verteidigung. So wie wir einstecken. Oh.
Well, that was certainly not what I expected.
Ja, dann auf zu mit, oder?
It's all right.
Ich behaupte mal, dass wir hier falsch sind. Das ist immer so verwirrend hier. Aber schön. Ist es nicht schön hier? Oh, was hat die denn vor?
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Na klar.
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
Sehr schön. Machen wir. Wir werden die Kleiderballen so gut abliefern. So gut hat noch nie einer Kleiderballen abgeliefert. Nordstedt? Aber wo ist denn das? Waren wir da schon? Hier oben? Krass. Nördliches Hornbreck. Ja, eines Tages werden wir das abholen. So, meine Liebe mit. Wir haben die Meisterschreiner gefunden.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Arthur's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Oh, jetzt aber Level up, oder? Yes. Wir sind Level 29. Der Hauch der Erde, titanische Gerade. Auf einem Schlachtfeld gefundene Rückstände Erdelementare in Äthers, die sich zu einer Art Kristall von höchster Reinheit verfestigt haben, der äußerst starke, wenngleich nur begrenzt einsatzbare Kräfte besitzt. Verringert die Wartezeit bis zum erneuten Einsatz von titanische Gerade. Nicht schlecht, nicht schlecht.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Ach ja, die gute Jill. Hoffentlich hat sie sich inzwischen einigermaßen erholt.
Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Ein sehr schöner Ausblick hier von diesem Zimmer. Muss man schon sagen. Auf dem See. Auf die Berge. Auf die Trümmer. Was auch immer die sind. Oh, und der hat was.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a curse breaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Und auch diese Aufgabe werden wir meistern. Kräutersammler Clive ist zur Stelle. Aber wo genau ist das jetzt? Ach, hier direkt um die Ecke oder was? Ich überlege, ob wir da direkt hingehen. Aber ich würde sagen, wir sprechen erstmal mit Gav. Das wäre, glaube ich, erstmal clever. Also auf ins Archiv. Ins Archiv, wo Gav ist, mit dem wir reden wollen. Deine Stochballen hol ich, keine Sorge.
Jill looked white as a sheet when you
Let's go.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Ja, cool, unser...
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Ja, cool. Unser Hund hat geile, krasse, magische Kräfte. Und wir haben eine Werkstatt.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Was kann man hier machen?
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
Ja, ich freue mich schon. Was wird sie da wohl bauen?
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
Was bist du? Die Last der Verantwortung. Oh oh. Können wir dir die Last etwas erleichtern?
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the decking this time.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Ja, wir werden sie finden. Und zwar unverzüglich. Das scheint mir sehr wichtig zu sein. So, wo haben wir das denn? Wo sind die nur geblieben? Moment mal. Preis der Freiheit. Last der Verantwortung. Ah, okay. Okay, das mache ich mal weg. Und... Na? Die Menüführung. Ach was, ist auch hier oben? Okay, pass mal auf, Leute. Dann suchen wir erstmal nach den Elmonea-Blättern. Und dann gehen wir nach da oben. Und dann fragen wir nach Kohl. Ist das ein Plan? Ja, finde ich schon. Mein liebes Chocobo-Reittier, wo bist du? Da.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Ach was, du kannst auch richtig geil fliegen. Cool. Das ist ja mal richtig geil, ey. Tja, ein Hoch auf Chocobos. Tja. Was ist denn das für ein Geräusch? Gaiaso. Bam. So, hier sollen wir jetzt nach leuchtenden Blüten Ausschau halten. Irgendwo hier sind sie. Da. Na. Das war schon mal eins.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers.
Ja, das sind schon die richtigen. Zack.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Dann ist unser nächstes Ziel tatsächlich direkt Nordstedt. Dürfen wir überhaupt rein? Ich hoffe. Ach. Wenn nicht wir, wer sonst? So, hier können wir irgendwas anklicken. Mach einfach mal die Kiste auf, ne? Ja, ist okay. Danke. Dann holen wir den. Ja, sie muss den Stoff haben. Ja, wo ist sie denn jetzt?
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Genau, ist schon bezahlt.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bocklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe.
Keine Sorge, meine liebe Tuchhändlerin. Wir werden sicher sein. Aber die Banditen möglicherweise nicht. Okay. Hier haben wir die Last der Verantwortung. Ich würde sagen, wir gehen erstmal hier... Was ist das für eine Markierung? Die heilige Hand. Uiuiui. Kein Chocobo.
Oh, here.
Kann der Held sich auch mal 3 Meter ohne sein Chocobo bewegen? Nein, kann er nicht.
Let's go.
Jeder, der sich beschwert oder was auszusetzen hat, ist doch nur ein Neidhammel. So, ich hab's gesagt. Ein Neidhammel, sonst nichts. So, irgendwo hier sollen sie sein. Und was auch hier ist, Loot. Schwarzes Blut. Uiuiui.
Stay still, you damned fool. Unless you want...
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slavers' carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Goblin-Jäger Nummer 1 ist am Start. Okay, wo geht's lang? Ach, was ist direkt hier vorne? Ja, okay. So, du fieser Schurke, komm her.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Direkt mal einen Schlag ins Gesicht. Bam. Noch gerade rechtzeitig gebrochen, ey. Der Schläger kriegt ein paar Schläge ab hier. Ja, schwing doch, 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 schwing doch. Hätte gar nichts gebracht, ne? Goblins bezwungen. Wir sind so gut, wir sind so gut, wir sind gut. Knochenhalskette wird zur Herstellung von Ausrüstung und Gegenständen verwendet. Cool.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Perfekt. Je mehr, desto besser. So, aber wir haben ja noch eine verschwundene Karawane zu finden. Mein lieber Schokobo-Freund. Oh, da ist noch was. Loot. Mutterkrab, die brauchen wir noch.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Da ist noch was. Zweige. Wow. Dragonette. Ja, ich lasse euch mal leben, okay? Weil ich will jetzt hier die Karawane retten. Ach, das Spiel ist so schön. Huch. Na, was ist hier los?
That damn bird's a menace.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they're hardly damaged at all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that feather-brain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bocklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect.
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
Ihr wisst nicht, mit wem ihr euch anlegt. Bezwinge den Banditen. Hätte jetzt schon keine Lust mehr. Er will doch jetzt schon aufgeben, ey. Kenne deinen Platz. Hey. Letzter Schlag. Hat ausgereicht. So. Was hat uns denn Schönes gegeben? Erfahrung, Skill, Magiepunkte, Fertigkeitspunkte, Stahlseide. Ausnahmsweise wurde bei der Namensgebung dieses Materials nicht übertrieben. Stahlseide ist wirklich so stark wie Stahl und auch weich wie Seide, was sie zu einer beliebten Wahl für Schneider macht, die haltbare und zugleich flexible Kleidung herstellen wollen. Perfekt für uns.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the great lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
Ha, richtige Reihenfolge gewählt bei der Lösung der Aufträge.
So, you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Boklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
That's that done then. Now it's back to Hortense.
Ganz genau. Wir haben die ganze Lieferung gerettet. Das muss euch was wert sein. Ja, wir gehen hier erstmal zurück. Erledigen die Nebenaufgaben und dann sehen wir weiter. Genau, erstmal du.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Bitteschön.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Freakus ghost. If that devil of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
Schwarz, weiß, rot. Oh, oh, oh. Ich hätte gerne blau gehabt, aber das scheint es nicht zur Auswahl zu stehen. Schwarz, weiß. Uiuiui. Ach komm. Uiuiui. Chat, entscheidet ihr doch. Weiße Seide, roter Samt, Leinen. Ach komm, wir nehmen mal rot, oder? Nee, wir nehmen weiß. Ja doch, weiß.
This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Juhu. Geil. Stahlseide, noch mehr. 50 Stahlseide, krass. So. Doris.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Auch dieser Auftrag abgeschlossen. Keine Sorge, wir glauben alle an dich. Verringert die Wartezeit. Reißzahn, Stahlseide, noch mehr Stahlseide. Unglaublich. So. Aber wir müssen jetzt noch einmal die Kräuter abgeben. Beim Heiler.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Nö, hatten wir nicht, ne? So.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Ey, wir haben schon wieder fast ein halbes Level, ne? Verrückt. Reichszähne und Stahlseide. Sag mal, was ist denn das hier mit den ganzen Sachen? Die gibt es ja jetzt wie Sand am Meer. Tja, liebe Leute, wir haben heute ein paar Nebenaufgaben erledigt. Ich glaube, es war recht wichtig und wertvoll und hat uns ein bisschen was eingebracht. Aber die Folge ist jetzt zu Ende. Ich hoffe, es hat euch Spaß gemacht. Ich hatte viel Freude damit. Und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.